Mr. Speaker, I too would like to debate. A lot of these issues I have been raising since January, Mr. Speaker. And even though it is not normal for a member of government to stand in this House and speak, and to speak plainly, Mr. Speaker, I must state at the outset that I represent 600,000 Sepiks. That is my primary responsibility in this House. And when agencies of government do not respond, Mr. Speaker, and Mibla got heavy na, you criticize him, member blow, Vanimo Green, and make him funny long him. His district, normally I would speak against the opposition leader, but his district is right on the border, Mr. Speaker. And we are making fun of it in this House. Now you talk lo border post na. You talk also mika don't fence lo hapia. Let me paint a picture for you. The border is 760 kilometers long. Now you go on house sanap namel, there is no fence. So don't make fun of it. This is serious. You don't like the opposition leader, that's fine, but respect the fact that he represents the people of Vanimo Green. You plus spending travel time lo must be. Spending big money lo must be. Building more facilities lo must be. Where's the hotspot? I have my people of ECP crossing daily. Where is your border? You plus pass him lo paper na manuel lo stop him online go cap. Don't just write a piece of paper and expect spirits or insects or DY lo action him. That's la letter blow you plus. What power does your letter carry when people can just walk across? You are a government only if you can protect your borders. Our border has holes all along it. My people in ECP get on a speedboat at Warm Beach at 2 o'clock in the morning. Only go come up lo Jayapuraya. No man lo stop mo. The latest one we caught was 2 days ago. One pla Mary walking. Mary Civic by Protim you plan na paper letter you plan write him. Let's be realistic, people. This is lives we are talking about. Don't defend yourself when your letter has no impact. When nobody respects your letter, Mr. Speaker. People are concerned because, you know, you are talking about hotspot in Mosby and Leh. I have 56 people cross the border from Jayapura. Amas play go Leh. Amas play come lo Mosby. And then somebody decides to leak my concerns posted in caucus. You plus our Laosman too, or plus people got Laosman or no got. Grow up, please. This is unprecedented. We've never shut the country down before. Nata you plus shut him ya. You plus no shut him good. All people blow me cut him diwa na block him roticolo plus blongol. That is your shutout. Uncoordinated. And when we give constructive criticism, please you block him. Man in die now, you plus sample by paying compensation. When we were told about the initial 14-day restriction, Mr. Speaker, people plan support it. It made sense. But Mr. Speaker, we were told that this 14-day period here, SOE, would allow the state institutions to go and check, identify the patients who might be of interest or have the disease, and then to quarantine those hotspot areas. And now I'm close to 10 plus day go pinis. The original thing we were told, I still want to know, what did we find out in this period? You may find him out something or not? Every day me ask him. How much man you find him? You know, Mr. Speaker, I have to commend the team in my province led by Dr. Linda Thompson. They covered the entire province. I have to commend all the DAs, especially DA for Yanguru South. They did an amazing job. No got one money come to national government. We had to fund it from the district and we fund it from the province. We went and traced down every single person. That medical team did that. MIPLA eliminate him. As of today, Mr. Speaker, as I stand in front of you, out of the 37 people that MIPLA been suspecting also in person of interest, they've eliminated 31 of them. 6 platasol staff. And not one single person MIPLA collect him sample lang. Why? Because no kat sample kit lo we make. Me ask him, no got simple kitty go. So now there's a 14-day blow period, me finish na mi blatok, they are cleared. We have 6 left. We had 46 soldiers come from the border just a couple of days ago. Time me change him all. So now we have 52 persons of interest in Sepik, including those 46 soldiers who are quarantined at Moim Barracks. That is how our system is operating in East Sepik. And I sympathize with my brother here, Governor Blo West Sepik, because they have to catch this little bigot man na Mary Blo Sepik and Loki Bol inside Lo Sel Blo La. They are doing it. And he is screaming for help. Mr. Speaker, me like Save, what have we learned? We were promised some information that would be provided to this House as a result of this 14-day closure. When I'm displaying information, me like a minister responsible, yeah, talking me blah. What have you discovered? Talking me blah. My province is high risk because of this trade that's been going on for more than 25 years between us and the Indonesians. If you want to shut it down, as the opposition leader said, you got to pay attention to the border. Aside from this, me like Save, you know, Mr. Speaker, it's unprecedented, and you may all gotta agree. When we declare a state of emergency, we suspend the constitutional rights of our people. Suspending the constitutional rights of our people is not an easy thing. It is not something that we should take lightly. You play representing Molkata 1-1 district here. Executive government, I mean asking Mipla Parliament, a different body, to support the executive government to suspend our people's rights for 2 more months. But you suspend him, yeah? Now because lo pasin, na me respecting Prime Minister, you are stuff, I have a lot of respect for you. I supported you, I still do. But me question him, this advice and me come to you, Mr. Prime Minister. Who is this expert that is advising our government and our country? Who is this expert? Is it the World Health Organization, or is it Health Department, or who side the Oklo give this advice? Now time display advice he come. How are we vetting it? How do we know that this advice is correct? Yes, we know. All man in lo Italy, all in all gata hapna, all in stuff. Over here, we are dying of TB. We have more people dying of TB as we sit in this house, and not one single person has died from COVID yet. We have people dying of AIDS and malaria, women dying of childbirth. So please, me like give me scaling good, you me leader ya. We need to be given the benefit of all the information, Mr. Speaker. The executive government needs to present the information that will justify us suspending our people's rights for 2 months. It is a serious matter, Mr. Speaker. Usai di give me this advice, me like Save, please. While I like the plea from the Prime Minister, na mi harem, and I want to support him because I mi pull him bell blomi, lo good pla tok blong him. Hapside blomi mi talk. Where is the evidence? You know, me round Nigolo all got a district blomi. I had to drive because there were roadblocks. I had to go and talk to my people, Mr. Speaker. Na time mi go all talking me, Governor. Mi play no naplo, all kaka sting lo garden. Only tamboy mi play lo market. You know what I did? I instructed them to let the mothers sell their food. And I want to commend the councillor of Pasap, because he sat there to stop the police from harassing the women in Wewak as they sat next to their village to sell food. There's la instruction only talk, emi come low here from Mosby. You are remote controlling my province from here when you know nothing about what's going on the ground. So you blow minister, please pull him head, go inside the clique. You want to operate in my province, you ask me, you ask my people. Don't just give me a blanket thing from up here. Why are our people afraid? Because we are acting afraid. Only looking more minister on go come wearing more face mask na. Can about ya. Now all people imporate ya. To look him. Leader ya imporate ya. And by default all to porate. I went to Wingay when they locked down that village with 20 suspects who came back from Indonesia. I went up there. Sepik only pret lo de slab. The entire village was locked off. Only no pay yumi lo kam sinan lo sla parliament na by mi poret na sta. If the soldiers and the nurses and the doctors can put their life in the front line and risk it, you should too. Kosan up the front. You may not come loyal wearing fancy suit na. San up the front lo camera and look nice. We are here to serve the people, will serve. Separation of powers, gentlemen, honorable members, demands that we question our executive government. It is our government. We question them. Give us the evidence. Me piney hard. Lo stopping people blomi lo narla tuk la mun na kagay blol by sting lo gare. Me piney hard. I want a justification. Amas Plamani got COVID. You've had 2 weeks to go and check everywhere. We have a testing capability here of 300 cases per day. Yet somehow we've only tested 86. I want to put to you that our testing capability is 86, not 300. Where is the evidence? On behalf of this honorable house, I'm asking, where is the evidence? Where is the advice? Who provided it? Mr. Speaker, Mipla bagat big problem lo fidi mol man meri. Mipla save all said no gat marasin lo treating this plastic. We all know this. You don't have to be a scientist, everybody's writing it down. The person in lay recovered by himself, not with treatment. That we know. So you miss all say healthy man merita sol by survive so lasiki kam. How can our people be healthy when in the 3 days I was stuck in Mosby, not a single truckload was allowed to bring kumu, fresh food. All the balus lo highlands, carry one la kumu come inside lo here. Even we wake. People are stopping all mama lo kam na salib kumu. I think we need to be a little bit wise, exercise some wisdom and common sense in some of these decisions, Mr. Speaker. In trying to solve one problem, we don't want to create another problem. Mr. Speaker, now you blow some minister supposed to talk me. I me give him pen lo yupla. People blow me pil him pen. Also na mi kam na me to me transfer him this la pen igolo yupla. In going forward with the state of emergency, if we are going to support it, Mr. Speaker, me like sabe whether it will be targeted or it will remain a general blanket one. If we are going to extend, will there be possibility of review? Is there going to be some flexibility in the approach? With that, Mr. Speaker, me no say why na God is sparing Mipla, but I say thank you that no one in my province currently has COVID-19.